Hi everybody. Just thought I'd share with you. I am continuing on my from this morning. We had some technological Facebook problems, and so my chutney making kind of didn't really show up on Facebook. It kept cutting out. So anyway, here's where we're at. I took all these plums, beautiful yellow plums. And we're at the stove today, so unfortunately you can't see me while you can see what I'm doing. But we have these beautiful yellow plums, and so I put them in a big pot and I just rendered them down like this. So this is showing the plums with, I don't take the time to peel them or pit them or anything. And actually there's a little leaf in there too, but I did wash them. I washed them, the whole big huge bucket, and then put them in a pot and brought them to a boil, and then just simmered them until they started getting like this. So here we have the, I'll show you better. I'm going to drip it everywhere, but that's okay because we want the drippings. That's what we're after. So this has the, I'll try and set it here. This has the peels and the pits and everything. And I put it in this. After I boiled it in the big pot, I put it in this pot, and you can see this is a double boiler style pot, and it has the holes in the bottom. See the holes in the bottom? So, so I've had this dripping into here for, kind of squished it down, got as much of the juice out as I can. And this is pretty much, this has been kind of dripping and giving it a stir for like about a half an hour while I prepared my jars and my lids and stuff. So yeah, so this is pretty done. I don't think I'm going to get too much more out of that. And what I did with the recipe this morning was we're going to move this over to here and get rid of that. We might get a few more drippings, so I've set it in another container to let it drip out. And so what we have here is the, this is just plum juice and plum body. Plum body. I don't know what you call it. The inside of the plum fiber. Okay, so that's what we have there. And so we made this recipe this morning, and this is basically, this is going to be like for the chutney seasoning. And so what this is for 4 cups of the plum juice, we're using 1 onion, pretty much. I think it was 3/4 of a medium onion, because I cook intuitively. Nothing is an exact measurement. And then 3/4 of a cup of coconut sugar, and about 1.5 cups of, or no, actually it wasn't that much. We might need more. Anyway, it was like 3/4 of a cup of apple cider vinegar, and then a tablespoon of the pickling salt, and 2 slices of ginger chopped up, and a teaspoon of the chili flakes. Oh, and I think it was about 5 cloves of garlic. So that's what's in here. So it smells amazing. Too bad you can't smell it. So what we're going to do is we're going to take our clean 4-cup thing here, and we're going to get 4 cups into here and just heat this up, and then I will show you how to can it. Okay, so that's okay, I'm just going to bring it down to half. Me and my non-ability to measure. Okay, if that's going to be 4 cups, I'm going to do 2 cups, and then I need another 2. That'll be easier. And then I'll turn the heat on this, and then I'm going to try and grab another 2 cups. Okay, well, let's just go 1 cup at a time, because that's what it wants to do. And of course, the measurements on the side I can't see. That's why they make things like this, is because, I'm not metric. Anyway, I guess it's a metric thing. And I'm just really not. Okay, so I might just set this over here and pour some of this in to make sure we've got our other cup. Okay. Okay, and I have a little left over for plum juice. That's okay. We can, you know, it's not an exact science. I could just throw that right in. But I'll taste it first because I kind of had a little bit of a plan of how I wanted it to taste. And so we'll mix this together and give it a good stir. So we're getting, yeah, see, it's looking pretty dark, so I think I'm just going to add it because that's what we do. I do this Facebook Live thing almost every morning, like Monday to Friday at 11 every morning, and we just do all kinds of healthy cooking and share information on healthy foods. And because I'm a herbalist, we share information on herbs, and a little leaf came through. But you know what? Greens are good too. Not going to be a problem. Yeah, so we share health tips on cooking and healthy herbs, spices, wild foods, edible, medicinal plants, and that kind of thing. So, okay, so I'm going to turn this up a little more here, and then we're just going to can this. So, for me, with the chutney, I hear something. I'm just waiting. What do I hear? I think I just hear the water simmering here. Okay. I've got that. I think I've got that turned the wrong way. This is, this stove has what's called a, oh, that's interesting. It has what's called a bridge. And so, yeah, so I'm not quite used to it. But anyways, we just want this to simmer. This is our water bath. Okay, so we've got this here. And we're going to put it into the jars, and I'll show you how to do it because, believe it or not, there are people that have never canned before, which really amazes me. Well, it doesn't amaze me so much for young people, I guess, you know, because they just haven't had the experience. And when I was young, I sure didn't know anything. I don't know much more now, but I've learned a few things along the way. Oh, this is the handy thing. These are really handy, the little, so that you don't spill all over the place. And so we're just going to put these in. And I'm sure there are many, many, many methods. This is just how I do it. I know that there are many different ways of canning. Okay, so kind of a handy thing. If you guys didn't know this, you're supposed to only fill it up to 1/2 inch from the top, if you can see that. And this little thing here sits at almost exactly that height out of the jar. So you fill it up to the bottom of the plastic thingy. And having said that, you always, always, always still wipe your jar top. Even if you think you did an absolutely immaculate job, don't trust yourself. I always use paper towel, and I wet it, and I go along the top, and then I use another piece of the paper towel so that it's absolutely perfectly clean. This thing here is super handy. This is a jar picker-upper thing, little magnet. You pick it up like this, and then you give it a little shake, and you put it on the jar. Now, what I forgot was to bring the rings over here, so I'll grab them. Okay, and then you put a ring on. So, it's hot. So, it's hot. You might want to use a towel, clean towel, and put it in your water bath. So these are supposed to go in for 10 minutes, and you want your water bath to be over the lid. So I can see that I had it in my mind I was doing the little jars. So you would just add some hot water to this. Make sure it's over the top of the lid. And when I put my one of the other things I've learned along the way, when you put more jars in, it will pop that water right over. Okay, I'm going to slow these down. These don't need to be boiling. The lids just need to be hot. Oh, geez. I had a... Yeah, you guys should join my Facebook Live every day because this is the kind of fun we have. We have all kinds of surprises happening. I guess I had a water bubble under there. So, yeah. Oh, God. Always something fun. So I don't know who's hanging out or who wants to join me, but we started this morning. And then we had... It's going to jump around some more. This is a very thin bottomed water bath thing, and I don't know why it's jumping around like that. But anyway, this morning we started this, and I had a very a very disconnected morning this morning, and the Facebook wasn't working, and my plums didn't do what they were supposed to do, and then you know, I kind of struggled through it, and then the video disappeared, which is probably just as well. Okay, so I'm not sure why that's jumping around. So see, when you put this in, it brings the water over, like I was saying. So and I don't like, because this is a glass top stove, I don't like to get too much weight, so that's why I'm not just, you know, flying right at filling this thing up. Oh my gosh. Okay, so it'll be on. I should be mixing this better. It'll be on Facebook Live if my stove blows up, and you guys can you can phone 911 for me. Only there won't be anybody there. Oh my gosh, what funny times we live in. I mean, it's not funny at all. It's terrible, but you have to find some humor or you'll go crazy. Okay, so I don't know why. I guess I must have spilt water under that pot, and that's why it's jumping around. Okay, so I'm gonna grab these. Oh. So anyways, yeah, so for canning, super easy. Very, very rewarding. Yesterday I did fermented salsa. You can also can salsa. You can can all kinds of things. That is very hot. And the lid doesn't want to go on. So I'm going to choose another lid so that I'm not torturing myself too badly. There we go. Okay, so yeah, just wanted to show you guys. This is the chutney. It's a really, really lovely recipe. I'm going to turn that down. So much so, the recipe is so good that I've actually used this for jam on toast because I just love it so much. And it does, when it's, after it's, you do the water bath for 10 minutes. It says 10 minutes. I'm going to do it 15 just because I want to make sure everything seals well. And so then after it cools, it does tend to thicken up. Okay, I want some little jars too because I might be offering a few to some friends of mine. Okay, so the clean paper towel, we used all 4 corners of that one. So we're going to start with corners of a brand new one. And of course everything is sterilized first, right? You've got your, the jars have been washed and sterilized. Obviously the lids are being sterilized. And yeah, so everything has to be super clean when you're canning. But you're allowed to use the old rings though. And you know what? Rings are really hard to find right now. Actually, I had a hard time finding the lids because I think it's becoming a movement for preserving and canning because no one really knows what's going to happen this winter for food because for us here in BC, Most of our food comes from California in the winter. Some from Mexico too, but a lot from California. And so you you definitely want to stock up a little bit. You know, when you go to the store, don't just buy one thing of whatever you're buying, buy two, you know, like a little at a time. Just start stocking up so that you have a spare everything, and then as you keep doing that, it will build up, and then you'll especially your comfort foods, like when this whole thing started, a good friend of mine couldn't get popcorn. Could not get popcorn. And so that's not cool at all. And so make sure that you stock up on the things that you really like. And yeah, I mean, if toilet paper can go extinct for some time, then I'm sure anything else can. And yeah, I was looking up the way they do it in India, just so I could have a plan B. But didn't need to do that, which was good. Awesome. Okay, so we're just going to do these little jars. Oh my gosh, I don't like that jumping around, but it's something to do with maybe it's because this water bath is really old. And actually, I was gifted a brand new one, like almost brand new. So maybe I better start using it. So my stuff is old. I've been canning for years and years. Okay, the other thing you should know that's really good information is that you can also can soups. In case I was making noise when you didn't hear that. You can can soups, but they have to be pressure canned. Okay, you can't can them like this. You can't can them with a water bath method because it won't sterilize it enough. If you're gonna can soup or especially anything like that, make sure that you are using a pressure canner, a proper pressure canner, and it has to be pressure canned for 90 minutes. So it's not, it's definitely not something you're going to fool around with in this style of canning. Okay, so you definitely want to go to, there's a website, I can't remember what it's called exactly, but it's like a government canning website. It won't be that hard to look up. And it will give you the pressure pounds, because when you pressure can, it has to be pounds of pressure. And then it'll give you the minutes too. And that's really important. Okay, so new paper towel. Always make sure those lids are sparkling clean because you want them to seal, and you want, you do not want any bacteria getting in here. Okay, so you guys are probably getting bored now. Oh, there's a piece of rubber on the white of that. It looks like a piece of the seal on there, so I'm not going to use that. Okay, yeah, you want to make sure all of your equipment is pretty top-notch. And what else? Okay, I guess that's it. I'm just going to carry on here, and I wish that I could see the comments, but there's something, I don't know, there's something that I can't figure out on my Facebook. There's something that some setting, and it won't let me see the comments on my Facebook when I'm running the live. And I don't understand why it won't do that. So when I do the Facebook Live every morning at 11, I run another phone so that I can see the comments. And then I read them off that, because for whatever reason. But I do see, or I did see, I think I saw, only because I recognize the little Facebook logos, Karen on here, and I see somebody else, but I don't quite recognize the logo. I think it might be Kate. If it is, hi Kate, hi Karen. Yeah, I wish that it would let me see the comments. I've checked all the settings and everything. I have no idea why it won't let me see the comments while I'm recording. I'm going to try something here. I'm just going to hit the comment button myself. I'm going to say hi. Let's see. Oh. Well, maybe I have to comment first because I can see my comment. That is so bizarre. Anyway, hi Karen. Hi Kate. I'm pretty sure it's Kate. Oh, and there's Barb. Okay, well, you know what? Maybe I have to comment. It is Kate. Oh, great. Awesome. So anyway, thankfully, we're finishing up from the little disaster recording this morning. Oh, see, that's got spots on it too. You can't use that. Has to be super, super clean. Yeah, hi you guys. We're just finishing up the beautiful plum chutney and making sure each lid is perfect. I don't know why there's imperfections. That was a brand new box. Oh my gosh. Okay, I'm gonna have to get this one separated. That's no good. Yeah, so oops. Sometimes they stick together and it's helpful to put one face down and one face up. Except for when they both stick to the magnet. Oh my gosh, okay. Yeah, there's one person that knows how to can. Barb's a good canner. I don't think she's done it in a while though. Maybe I just have to comment and then I can see the comments. I'm so happy I can see you guys' comments now. Okay, this is too high. I'm going to shut that off because as long as your liquid is hot, then it's good. It doesn't have to be, this is starting to boil on, it doesn't have to be. Although that probably will help it to thicken faster. And so these guys, I'm just going to turn this up now, and then that'll be in a water bath for 10 minutes. It says 10 minutes. I was going to leave it 15, but it's been on there for a little while now. See, I'm too busy talking and I wasn't stirring very well, so some of these some are going to be spicier than others. But that's okay, I like spice. Very good. And we were talking about that the other day, about how it's always nice to have a surprise. We can have a little surprise in your in each bite. Okay, so we're down to the last one, and very clean, clean, clean. And I'm gonna have to go get some more lids, so I won't bore you guys with watching me do that. But anyway, so there you have it. The replacement video for this morning. Okay, that's really good. I don't often do proper recipes, like not that often anyway, but I will give you the recipe for this because it's really good. And so feel free to reach out. Oh, this thing here, super handy. I'll show it to you. This is the jar picker-upper. Has a rolly handle and rubbery bottom so that you can move these jars around without burning yourself with the hot water, and also for removing them after the water bath. So this thing, canning tools are like invaluable. They're really super important. Okay, so that's it. Thanks for hanging out. I'm gonna go find another lid for this last little bit, and yeah, thanks for hanging out and letting me do this video again, and we'll see you tomorrow morning at 11. Oh, let's see. Oh yeah, no kidding. Hundreds of pounds. I know. Yes, I know. That's Barb is totally an expert canner. Well, she's an expert. Everything she does. Everything. Okay, we'll see you guys tomorrow morning. Thanks for hanging out. Have a good day.